Yo, what up everyone, it's Mikey Bingo, and this is the beat breakdown. Just going to take you through a joint I produced called My Soul. Going to show you how I chopped the sample up, put the drums to it, and turned it into a banger. Alright, so before I break down the individual tracks in the beat, I'm going to show you a quick little taste of the original sample.
Once in my life, I have someone to hold. I don't have to wonder no more. I can feel it all in my soul.
Alright, so that's just a quick little taste of the sample. It's a real dope soul song. Maybe you've heard it flip before or chop before. I tried to do something a little different with it. So in this song, the first thing I did is I chopped the sample up, I rearranged it, I pitched things up, a whole bunch of semitones, I time stretched them, just to kind of give it that real gritty feel. So here is the sample on its own with no drums. Alright, so after I chopped and arranged a sample and I thought I had a good groove, I put my drums down. Now there's not a lot of drum tracks in this song. I think there's like seven tracks in total, so maybe only like 6 drum tracks. You don't need your tracks to have really high track counts in order to get a really full sound. If you have drums that have a nice groove, they're thick, and they're in the pocket, you'd be surprised how big your song can sound with a really small track count. So here's their drums on their own without the sample, just so you can hear the groove. So see, it feels like a break, even though it's not. When you program drums, you don't want to keep them too stiff or too tight. You want them to have like a human feel. So if you're playing them in with quantize, or you can do that, but it's really nice just to play them in yourself. You get a much more organic feel. So after I got my drums settled and everything felt good, I made little changes throughout the song so the loop didn't get monotonous. And throughout the song, some vocals come in, the arrangement kind of changes here and there for the chorus and for the pre-chorus. And yeah, so here's what I did with the chorus, pretty simple.
It's in my soul, it's deep down in my soul, it's in my soul, and I don't have to wonder no more.
Pretty simple, guys. What I did after that is I exported everything from the MPC Rennie and I exported it into Logic. And once it was in Logic, I mixed the track down in there. That is my bread and butter mixing program. That's where I added my bass, some other small intermediate sounds, and that's where the mix really came together. The Rennie for me is more like a sketch pad. It helps me get ideas out real quick. It's got lots of knobs. You can control everything. But then once I'm done in there, everything goes into Logic, and that's where it gets mixed, that's where it gets mastered, and that's where I sprinkle the special sauces. So I'm going to show you guys a little quick clip of what I did in Logic. And how the session looks, and then you can hear the song in its entirety. Right, so after I exported the stems out of my MPC Renaissance, I imported them into Logic, which is by far my favorite DAW to use for mixing and mastering. And this is the older version. This isn't even the newer version. But I've been using this for years. I know it like the back of my hand. I love the sound of it. I could get real specific about the mix and the master and the individual elements and how to mix and master, but that's like a whole nother video on its own. Let me know if you guys are interested in doing that. Maybe I'll include that more and focus on that more in my next video. But there's tons of tutorials out there if you're into that for mixing techniques and mastering techniques. But this was just a quick look into how I put a beat together. Just wanted to break it down for you real quickly. The name of this joint is My Soul. Guys, thank you for watching. This has been Mikey Bingo for the beat breakdown, and I'll hit you guys up with another one soon.